Welcome back, everybody, to BarTALK by Nerd Vector. This is In Grimey's Song, and I have my partner in crime, Shea Cahill, on the other mic.
Yeah, apparently I have two last names. So
Yeah, you have two last names, yes.
yeah, it was news to me, but I'm good with it.
Well, you said your gamer handle was Cahill, like K, the letter K.
True,
Hill.
true. Oh, I see what you're going with now. All right. So
you
if
see
we were
what I'm
spelling
doing
it
now.
out, yeah. If we were spelling it out, it would look different. All right.
All right. Well,
the concept of this podcast really evolved from Grimy here, and I just we were in lockdown. We decided to start making drinks together. I usually get a little buzzed because he doesn't drink, and we would play video games or watch movies and shows together, and I come up with drinks just themed off what we're doing for the day.
we were really bored. Really bored.
Like, I like to think of it as if we're sitting at the bar together and we're talking about the new show, the new movie that came out. But then you have to drive me home after.
I don't wanna.
Too bad. You got roped into this.
I don't wanna. Anyway.
Well then,
Well,
what's the first thing you don't want to talk about?
the first thing I don't want to talk about is Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I do like that theme song.
Oh, dude. I love that theme song.
I told you we had the CD for the whole soundtrack, and we destroyed them, me and my friends.
Yes, you played it so many times you burned out the CD.
Yep, pretty much. Love that soundtrack from the original movie.
That is actually impressive.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, today we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat and what was the other thing? Falcon and the Winter Soldier today.
Yeah, we're going to do the full series wrap up on that because we haven't taken any real time to talk about it the last 6 weeks.
No, not really. We've been a little busy. We've had a lot of things going on.
Yeah, and I didn't want to just like focus on episode by episode on the one thing, so.
Yeah, no. This is much better. Series finale. But you have two drinks there that you want to introduce, don't you?
Yes. First, I have the Mortal Kombat drink that I'm calling. Well, I was going with the finisher, but I mean.
Why don't you just call it the Fatality?
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like,
or the Bestiality, or the Babyality.
Why? 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 Why you gotta make it weird?
There are things in the game. Those are actual things in the game.
Oh God, you know a little bit more of the game than I do, so you're gonna have to fill us in along the way on things like
Wait,
that.
hold up. Are you seriously saying that you don't know what those things are?
No.
Oh,
Well, I know what they are in real life.
Okay. In
Actually,
hindsight,
I can think of there was one fatality that was turning somebody into a baby and murdering them.
yeah, babyality. Hold on. How do you pronounce that?
I'm not sure. And now I'm seeing the ramifications of having my window open because it's 85 degrees. And a motorcycle just rolled by and I just saw the roll happen, like picking it up off the mic. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Tasty's gonna have a fun time editing this one.
Nah, screw it. Don't edit it out. It's character.
Yeah, but so Mortal Kombat has fatalities, right?
Uh-huh.
They have variances on those fatalities called babalities, and I'm thinking bestialities, but I gotta check.
Yeah,
that
you
out.
said bestialities, and I don't think I want to know what those finishers are.
Yeah, no, it's bestialities. Yeah, well, they transform into a beast and they kill you.
That's when like Liu Kang turns into a dragon and
Right.
Wolf Boy turns into a wolf. That whole thing.
Yes, I can't believe you didn't know that.
No, I'd never heard them called that, but I was a little younger than you when Mortal Kombat became big.
True.
Like, I've played it on and off throughout the years, but I was never the biggest fan. Like, Not to say I don't like it. It's just I never fully got into the lore and everything, but I know all the basics.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little more of a Mortal Kombat head than you are.
Yeah.
Mm.
Though to
Anyway, you
go
want to
into
finish
it,
introducing your drink since
I
I
mean maybe
interrupted you?
since I super want to drink it, the fatality here is a hot
Oh,
toddy.
you're gonna go with fatality.
Yeah, now I'm going with fatality. All right, finish him. I could also call it the finish him.
Get over here.
Um, no, that doesn't work.
No, no. Okay,
No,
I tried.
because this is the end of the night drink, is what I went with. Um, got my spoon in it right now, being all classy. Um, I went with a green tea with turmeric, and cinnamon whiskey, and a healthy splash of pomegranate juice. Heat that all up, and it's a nice like pink red, like blood color was what I was going for.
Hmm. Yeah, turmeric and drinks have become very popular lately.
Yeah, it's very popular. Like if you're searching around just any of the teas in the grocery store, it's like, oh, yep, we mix this with everything now.
Yeah, it's kind of like the well, pun
Mm.
intended, flavor of the year.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Oh man,
How is it?
that's really good. A little spicy, a little fruity. I dig this a lot.
Yeah, I mean a lot of people have
Mm.
been mixing
It's a good nightcap.
turmeric with orange lately.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of that. So
Mm.
kind of like looking at that inspired me to play around with it.
Mm.
I almost put orange in it, but I really like it how it is. I think this is very versatile. You could switch it up with a few different fruit juices.
Mm, probably. You said you use pomegranate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, and I really only did that for the color, but I mean, gives a nice kind of like fruity yet crisp finish.
Mm. You make a turmeric syrup, or did you just put in the powder?
No, no, no. So straight up just a tea bag.
Oh, it's a green tea turmeric tea. Got
Yeah,
it. Got it. Okay.
yeah. No, I actually have some in the pantry. I could have played around if I wanted to be more fancy, but saw this stuff in the store and like, hey, let's make it easy.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the tea has the turmeric in it. That makes a little more sense to me.
Yeah,
Putting powder in a cocktail doesn't exactly go well ever.
yeah. But the turmeric
Hmm.
gives it like a little extra spice with the cinnamon, and then the pomegranate and green tea gives it like this crisp yet fruity flavor.
Hmm. I gotta try it.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Hmm.
I'm super down for this. This is like this might be my new late night just relax in front of the computer drink.
It's your nightcap, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's my finisher, my fatality.
Fatality. You can't pick a name and go with it.
Oh no, I'm picking all the names. There's no one name. But all right,
All
what'd you
right.
think of the movie?
Um. That's a loaded question, in my opinion.
I'll tell you what. What's your like history with the game first?
Well, I mean, my so I started off Mortal Kombat with my first console. Like I was, I want to say like 10 ish,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a Sega Genesis, and I tricked my parents into getting me Mortal Kombat because they didn't know anything about games at
Everybody
the
had to
time.
trick their parents back then.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, ever since then, like it's not even just the lore, like the fighting and the fatality was a new thing at the time. Like the gore, the just the violence of the game itself. And I know they keep saying that, video games are too violent and all this stuff, but it was a new novelty at the time. There was no other game like it, right? And it,
Yeah.
it got me hooked immediately.
And having a complicated series of moves, like while other games were playing around with it too, the fatality was a whole different level.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was Street Fighter, right? But like the combos, the air combos, and all these stuff that the newer fighting games are like focusing on. Even the Mortal Kombat 11 has a lot of combos in it. They didn't have that. It was all about the special moves. It's all about the try to get as much damage in with one move kind of a deal.
Yeah.
And yeah, the fatalities were just like me and my friends would play and try to do all the fatalities for all the characters. And at that time, it was only maybe, I want to say 12 characters at most. And you could unlock Reptile, right?
Hmm.
But yeah, I continued playing Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3. They evolved the fighting style and, they introduced the stuff that I just talked about, the balladies and bestialities and stuff. So
And I mean, the first game, this was back in the days before the internet. Like, this is dinosaur times.
this is before dial up, I believe.
Yeah, like, you
Yeah.
had to find that stuff in magazines, and, like, there were limited announcements about those things.
Oh,
Especially because if I have it correct, the original creators did not expect anybody to discover fatalities. It was like their little
yeah.
hidden thing.
I heard that somewhere. But yeah, like Game Informer. You remember that magazine?
Yep.
Yeah. I used to have a subscription from them. So like when all the 90s games came out, like Pokemon and stuff, like they had all of the secrets and the cheat codes, and yeah, I had a whole bunch of those. I should have kept them. They might be worth something right now.
Maybe. Worth like $10 a magazine.
Hey, that's still something.
Nah, I mean, if you had a few years worth of them, you could get your car fixed finally.
Yeah, I need a new car. Yeah.
Did you watch the original movies?
Yes. Yes. And I know there's a nostalgia factor and everything like that, but I don't know. I didn't enjoy them as much.
No, I thought the original was great.
Did you? I know they called it the what was it? The apex of gaming movies at the time.
Yeah, it was like the height of video game movies, and it remained such for like 15 years because all video game movies are garbage. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying this movie wasn't garbage, I'm just saying it's enjoyable.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch it that many times. I watched it maybe once or twice, and it wasn't a movie that I was drawn to
All right,
watch again.
fair enough.
Yeah. Kind of like the Street Fighter movie
Yes,
with Jean-Claude
yes.
Van Damme. That was a great
Oh
movie.
my god.
And that was sarcasm if you didn't
Oh no, I
notice.
couldn't tell.
No, no.
Well, what about this movie? What'd you think?
This one, mm, I like the first quarter and the last quarter. So basically, I like the fights with Sub Zero and Scorpion
Yeah,
in it. That's basically what I liked.
I can't totally disagree with you.
Yeah, yeah. I was actually very pumped because like the Hanzo Hasashi and Bihan fight at with the old setting with the kunai and their kind of like origin story. That fight was it was well choreographed. It was bloody, like, and his, mm,
It felt very real.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And the kunai it's the original history of it is it's a multi-tool in old Japan, right? And it developed into a weapon.
There's a proper name for that type of kunai too. It was a farm tool, I believe. Yeah, that's the thing about original ninjas. Like their weapons were all like household items.
Yeah, they were the rebels, and that they used whatever they could. But yeah, the he destroyed like the Lin Kuei clan that came after him, like destroyed them,
Oh my god.
and then the and then the fight with Bihan.
Dude, just watching him like peel through everybody so quickly and him making the makeshift um chain weapon with the rope.
Yeah, his signature move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was such a like just awesome like get you hyped kind of scene. I was very excited for that. I can't say I kept that through the whole movie though.
No, but it was a great introduction,
Yes.
and it kind of gave me very high hopes for the rest of the
Yeah.
movie, right? Then they introduced Cole.
He is the descendant of Scorpion.
Yeah, he's the descendant of Scorpion, and they lulled the story so much that I kind of lost interest in the middle.
I think you and I kind of did the same thing, and I don't want to hate on the movie too much, but before the climax, I think we both went down like for a nap.
It was 2 hours long, very close to 2 hours, right? I think it was probably like 30 minutes too long.
I tried to watch it. I got home late from work, and I, I found the middle part to be just I don't know, it was dragging like so much.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything significant going on. There was some world building there, but where are the fights? We had a fight against Reptile, which was great,
Mm.
but then after that, nothing for a while.
My overall opinion of this movie was they were setting up a reboot franchise more than focusing on making like a good movie.
This wasn't even technically the Mortal Kombat.
No.
This was the lead up to Mortal Kombat. So
Yeah, there's no tournament. There was no tournament.
they did their little makeshift tournament out of necessity because everybody cheats, apparently.
Apparently. But I have to say, during the middle though, Josh Lawson, Kano,
Mm-hmm.
he had some funny lines. He
Oh,
made it fun.
he was the comedic relief of the movie. He was great.
Oh man, he played that part really well.
No, I'd love to see him like do more of that.
Yeah, he embodied Kano. I
Yeah.
think like that's the character that I see, like a jackass pirate.
Yeah.
I don't know any other way to explain it.
No.
Yeah, but it was bad whenever I saw Jax on screen. All I could think of like Jimmy Olsen.
Like,
You know.
yep, from Supergirl.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There was a lot of silence there. You had to think about that for a second.
Took me a quick second. It's been a minute since I watched Supergirl, but you and I talked about this. We both have apparently watched all the CW shows without ever talking about it together.
Yeah, well, it's over now, so I don't think we'll ever talk about it. But maybe in the future. But I could not get Jimmy Olsen out of my head.
I think he did a great job, though. I loved the way the story goes with what's the main character's name again?
Cole Young.
Cole. So Cole has his Mortal Kombat birthmark that people don't question a freaking fully realized dragon Ouroboros tattoo. Sure, okay.
It was a very defined birthmark,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Quote unquote birthmark.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like it was. It definitely just looked like a dragon.
Yeah. It wasn't anything vague. Just, oh yeah, it's a birthmark. Yeah, okay, sure. Keep telling yourself that. And they introduce Cole as this like washed up fighter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was out of his prime MMA fighter.
Yeah, and then Luke it's oh fudge.
Talk it through.
I'm blanking on the name. Not Kano, not it's Robot Arms, Jax. There it is.
Jax. There you go. Jimmy Olsen. Just say Jimmy Olsen. We're fine.
Yeah, it's Jimmy Olsen. So Jimmy Olsen rescues him from Sub-Zero, and that's how he loses his arms. I thought that was pretty great.
Oh no, that's a good. That's definitely a better origin story than Annihilation.
Yeah. Which, what exactly was it in Annihilation? Like, he was in a bombing or?
Something. He lost it in a tour, I think. I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they did a good job introducing everybody. Even Kano, even Sonya, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, like
Yeah.
they all have a backstory. And you kind of
Well, Liu Kang and Liu Kang, I was a little underwhelmed by them.
yeah, yeah, you're not wrong.
Like, there wasn't enough going on with them to. His name is Liu Kang, right? Is that it?
No, Liu Kang, Kung Lao.
Kung Lao. Wait, I thought Kung Lao. There's too many names here. Um, Hat Dude. So, Hat Dude.
The Hat
Uh,
Dude. We're gonna
um,
go with Hat Dude.
yeah, yeah. I fuck off on the names anymore. So, Hat Dude. I felt like he was just like a figurehead put up to be put down. And I know him from the games. Like I know his moveset, but I don't know, he was just kind of like a garbage character in this meant to be thrown away eventually. He was just pompous dude.
Yeah, well, I'll defend that a little bit because in the games, Kung Lao gets defeated by Liu Kang in the tournament in
Mhm.
one of the qualifiers, and then Liu Kang ultimately wins the tournament, right? So I
Yeah.
think they're kind of feeding off of that. But did you feel like some of the deaths were inconsequential and kind of rushed?
Absolutely, especially when it came to the all the enemies in it, especially towards the end.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like how Sonya just comes in and just does one blast and Melina just dies.
Yeah, and Jax is just basically able to punch this dude in the face twice and then slap his hands together and cave in his skull. They were pretty short lived.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's fatalities and all that stuff, but I don't know. It felt like they went down too easy.
That being said, it was funny to me that about like 35 minutes of this movie, if not longer, is just those final fights.
Yeah. I mean, there were a lot of fights.
Yeah, they felt shorter though when I first watched them. And then I did like a rewatch just of the climax of the movie, and I had to, okay, rewind, rewind, rewind. Wait, how much of this movie is that final fight?
Yeah, that final fight's like 35, 40 minutes. Like
Yeah,
from the start of when the barrier goes down to the end of the movie is like 40 minutes.
yeah. And that surprised me, like on rewatch, because it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah. But think about it. It was 40 minutes, right?
Yeah.
20 minutes of it was probably Scorpion and Sub-Zero at the end, right?
No,
And
that's only about like, at best, 7 minutes.
is it really?
Yeah,
It just
it,
felt
it,
longer then.
it is surprisingly short.
Huh. Well, it felt longer to me.
Yeah, no, it feels longer. Yeah, that's why I was so surprised. And I mean, I suppose that's a good thing. I mean, the fights felt long, but short at the same time, which
Hmm.
complicated.
Well, I mean, they had to put in a lot of fights in a short amount of time. Okay,
Yeah.
let's say 10 minutes for the Sub-Zero Scorpion finale fight, right? Then you have 30 minutes to do probably it was a battle royale and then multiple single battles. Like, yeah, they definitely had to rush some of it.
Yeah. What'd you think of Cole? Like the new original character who's Scorpion's ancestor?
Not my favorite character.
Yeah.
I think what's the actor's name? Louis Tan. I think he acted it well. I just don't like the character.
I have to kind of disagree real quick.
Oh, really?
There were a few scenes when they're in that void space right before the climactic final battle.
Mm-hmm.
All his readings to me just felt dead.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And he becomes the leader all of a sudden,
Yeah.
with Liu Kang still there and, you know, Kung Lao dead, but he he becomes the leader of the whole group all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Mm.
and his readings were pretty weak to me.
Mm. I'll give you that. But I think I don't know. He's basically a punching bag, and his powers reflect that. His armor absorbs punches and reflects it back to the enemy, like especially
Yeah,
in the Goro fight.
which that reminds me of so many other like I don't know comic book and anime characters of take a punch, kind of counter, bring it back twice as strong kind of situation.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of powers like that.
Though it was pointed out to me, his armor is like a weave, like it's single strands over and over and over again, like a rope.
Yeah, I think I read something where it was kind of significant of the basket that the the last bloodline baby was saved by Raiden. The basket that he was in, it was supposed to symbolize that, and it was supposed to protect him.
Oh, see, I didn't see that at the time, but I did think about Scorpion's rope and kunai situation.
Mm. I think it also came from the bracelet that what was her name? Emily made?
Yeah, his daughter.
Yeah, his daughter.
Yeah, that was the other thing. But that bracelet was also done in Scorpion's colors.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yellow and black is the bloodline's colors. So, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the original character. I feel like they should have used an existing character and made them the main character. But yeah,
Eh, don't disagree with you.
yeah.
I'm not opposed to the idea. I just maybe it could have been done better.
Watch Mortal Kombat 12 comes out and he's one of the characters in there.
Oh, he's totally going to be. They're gonna add him
Mm.
in now, no matter what.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go with it.
Yeah,
Mm.
this is Scorpion's great 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 grandson.
Sure, I think you're missing a few greats in there.
But was he that great?
Nah, he wasn't that great. No.
Ah.
I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're smart.
Oh no, I'm just trying to buy time between my sips of my hot toddy.
What you think about Raiden?
Honestly, lackluster.
Yeah, he didn't do shit. He didn't do anything.
Like, all right, you can make portals.
Yeah, yeah.
Do something, anything else.
I know that elder gods are not supposed to interfere and all that stuff in the lore, but I don't know. I feel like even if he wasn't there, the movie would have continued.
Yeah, it pretty much would have happened close to the same.
Mm.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
and that's disappointing. I love Raiden conceptually as a character,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and I love the idea that Raiden breaks the rules and it's just like, screw it, I'm in the Mortal Kombat now.
That's how it was in the original movie, if I remember correctly.
I think they don't do that until the second movie, but the two of them kind of blend
Was it
together.
Annihilation they did that? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Look, my final thoughts on this movie was I was super hyped for it. I'm a little disappointed, and I think I'm overly critical on it because of how hyped I was and looking forward to it, and I just wanted it to be amazing, and it wasn't.
And I feel like that's fair. I wanted like not even being the biggest Mortal Kombat fan, I wanted this movie to be more than it was. But that being
Mhm.
said, it wasn't a terrible movie. It was just kind of like I might give it like a B minus.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's better than the original too,
Yeah.
by far. And I think it's a better looking movie, obviously, because it's been years since the
Oh,
original.
dude, we could talk on the CG on just like how great the flame effects looked and everybody's
Mhm.
abilities looked. I mean, it was amazing on that front.
Yeah, and it was beautiful. It looked great. The blood work, pretty good. I love like Sub-Zero freezing the blood and stabbing Hanzo with it again, or Scorpion.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the fight scenes. If they did a hour and a half movie with like 75% of that being fights, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more.
Yeah, you kind of just want to see the fights, don't you, in Mortal Kombat? You don't want to see like them trekking around the desert for a minute.
No, no. Like it's Mortal Kombat. You want to see people punching each other and freezing people and, you know, swords and whatever they use. Like
Yeah,
that's what
not
you want to
the
see.
stereotypical board of all the photos posting together. We believe there's this thing called Mortal Kombat.
Look, Mortal Kombat has a huge lore base. Like you could spend hours researching it between all the games and stuff. You can't put that into one movie though, and I feel like that's what they were trying to do.
Yeah, trying to build up to what's going to be the next movie. And all right, hopefully this is where we get all the action
Hopefully.
and a few more of the favorite characters that everybody, was clamoring for.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we'll actually see a tournament.
Yeah, we can see Luke Cage,
Luke Cage, Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage. There it is.
Luke Cage is Marvel.
Yep. I thought about that the second I said it. I was like, wait, that's not right.
Man, you are messing up your names left and right today.
Dude, I've always been bad at names, all right? I usually keep notes for this.
Uh, yeah.
Plus, it's 82 degrees at 10 p.m.
No excuses.
No, no, this is a plenty valid excuse.
No, you're right. I was miserable all day, so I can't blame you on that.
Yeah.
Until I came into the basement, and it's cool down here. I like
You
it.
son of a bitch. I'm moving in there soon.
No, no, I'll kill. We would kill each other, I think.
Yeah, that seems about right. We'd start our own Mortal Kombat.
All right. So, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes. Second
Yeah,
topic of the day. All right.
yeah. I want to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier more anyway. I
Yeah,
enjoyed the
we've been
series.
putting this off for weeks, so I'll start us off with the drink of the day.
Yeah.
All right. So help me out with his name. The actor that plays Sam.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, Mackie. I kind of went with his background on making the drink. He's a big Louisiana guy, and I was looking at a lot of Bourbon Street drinks, but coming up with something with 2 days' notice with very specific bourbons was a little tough.
It's a little
So
hard to do. Yeah.
yeah, so I went with a hurricane drink, which is very popular in Louisiana, but I put my own twist on it. Instead of pineapple or orange juice, I used grapefruit juice.
Ooh, you know how much I love grapefruit.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
I'm excited to drink this one. I've been letting it sit. I haven't touched it yet. I put my ice cubes on the side even.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you really.
Oh yeah, I shook this one on the side, poured it, and I got the ice cubes waiting.
Did you chill the glass?
No, I didn't go that far.
Oh, man.
I know I should have. I should have put that
Mm.
in the freezer for a while. But so instead of grenadine, I used non-alcoholic blue carousel.
Oh, you went.
Yeah,
We should
I
get
have that
sponsored by
bottle
Blue
now,
Carousel at this
right?
point.
No, absolutely. Keep making blue drinks week by week.
Any company that makes Blue Carousel should just sponsor us at this point.
I'm down. But I also used light rum and dark rum.
Oh, you went with both. Okay.
Yeah. So I went with like a full shot of light rum and a quarter shot of dark rum. I ended up with this drink with just this foggy blue color that kind of just looks like, I don't know, if you're ever on the seashore in a place that's a little more inland, that's the color of the water.
Oh, like that murky algae kind of filled water kind of a
Yes.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Mm-hmm.
almost a greenish tint to it.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Like the Jersey Shore?
Well, it's not radioactive.
All the chemicals in the Jersey Shore.
Yeah. No, but let me try this one. Hold on. Give me a sec.
That's a big swig, man.
It took me a second. I dropped 2 ice cubes in it. Give me a second.
You are taking your time with this one.
Actually, yeah, let me take my time for a second.
Yeah, yeah. Enjoy it, man.
No,
The drink
that
sounds
is,
good.
I like that. It's fruity, it's sour, and it's like an original take on a old classic.
Mm. I mean, I love grapefruit. I like putting grapefruit instead of passion fruit, pineapple, orange juice in any of my cocktails. So
Yeah, I'm more of a sour guy, so
I approve.
yeah, it's quite good and stupid easy to make, so
Mm.
I might make this one in the future. But that being said, like the whole reason I went behind this drink was because this show, while a little more conventional, like our classic Marvel movies,
Yeah, yeah.
it hit some complicated themes. So I wanted to do
Oh,
something that was a little complicated without being crazy.
oh, it definitely hit on a lot of relevant topics in the world right now.
Hmm.
Yeah. I that totally hit me off guard actually. I didn't expect it to talk about racism as much as it did,
Yeah,
or the state of the world and people, governments imposing their will on the people and stuff like that. Like those heavy topics, I did not see it hitting those.
yeah. I think leading up to this, my concept was it was
Was it? You are
going to
doing
be.
great today.
I know it was gonna be more on brand for other Marvel movies. It was going to be very Avengers, very Captain America, which it was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree.
I didn't expect enough like all the social commentary that we got all throughout it, which I kind of should have expected with Sam not wanting to pick up the shield.
Yeah, well, we expected that, right? That was
Yeah.
always going to be part of it with Sam being reluctant to take up the Captain America mantle. But there's a lot of other um, like PTSD with the Winter Soldier and even how veterans are treated right now. With Sam trying to get a loan, and granted that there's what did they say? There was 5 years of no income, and of course there's 5 years of no income. He was dusted.
And I liked that at the beginning of this show. It went into these are two soldiers returning home from war.
Yeah.
Like the opening of this entire show was essentially that and the different struggles that they're both going through.
Mm-hmm. Totally different problems that they both had. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It was and I liked being introduced to Sam's sister and his nephews.
I think they needed the family aspect of it though,
Yeah.
and that's what. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, throughout the entire show, we as like the evolution of Sam and Bucky's relationship goes on through the struggles of the show. Like Bucky comes and helps Sam work on the family boat. I mean, that was kind of a cool episode. They did that in episode 5.
Yeah, that was the one before the main fight. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
and they fix up the net, and I do like how they did the dynamic because they still managed to weave in a good amount of humor without it being awkward.
Yeah.
Like the dynamic of the Winter Soldier and Falcon from Avengers was still there. There were one-liners. There was I love the part where like Sam's struggling to pull like a panel off the boat, and then uh, Winter Soldier just comes by and just rips it off. Like small things like that.
I think I know what scene you're talking about, but then even Bucky tries to turn a pipe and grabs a wrench to turn the pipe, does it, and then Sam goes, "Wait, why didn't you just use your metal arm?" And Bucky looks down at his metal arm. You see, I'm a righty. Actually, I don't always think about
Yes.
this.
I
Like,
did like that line. That line was great. I did like that. Oh,
yeah, it's like just those moments, and when they're in therapy together in episode 2, that was great. Like they have to lock eyes and actually talk about their feelings. And of all people, it's Bucky who opens up for a hot minute,
yeah.
and Sam shuts it down.
Yeah, that was a reversal that I didn't see coming.
Yeah,
Hmm. Well, it was a redemption arc for Bucky, right?
hmm,
And it was a realization arc for Sam.
yeah, that sounds about right. That
Hmm.
he had to be when, and we're always spoilers, when he takes on the Captain America title finally in the last episode, he gives a hard talk about he was afraid to put it on because he wasn't the blonde haired, blue eyed, perfect American example soldier.
Right. His monologue after he saved the senators, that was a good monologue.
Yeah, I was pretty much locked into the screen when that was happening.
I mean, he just basically said everybody has to do better if we want to be better, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
hey, I don't have all the answers. I'm not going to give you the answer of what you need to do. Just do better.
yeah.
Like try.
I feel like it was a good message for the world we're currently in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on right now. So,
Yeah, and it was a very good message of like, hey, we all have disagreements. Try not to be an asshole, and they won't become wars.
well, if the world is filled with you and me, we're just assholes in general.
Yeah, but we're like delightful assholes, and we'll never start a war. We'll occasionally punch a wall, but
Delightful assholes. Yo, you don't remember the prank wars we used to do?
oh my god.
Those were wars. Those were definitely wars.
Oh no, you never fully retaliated on me.
Yeah, I think that was the last one. So I owe you
Yeah,
one.
you were in some other prank wars, but I got you a bunch of times and you never turned it around on me.
No, do you know why?
Why?
Because I thought it was somebody else. I retaliated on somebody else.
No, there was one time, for anybody listening, put a giant, like, human-sized box on this guy's desk, and I filled half the box with ping pong balls and stress relief balls. But the top of it was just plushies that are meant for arcade stuff. He comes in the next morning, early AM, of course, pick the box off the desk, but I've cut out the bottom of the box.
Yeah, I hated you for that one.
I came to work 3 days later and all the balls were still all over the floor.
Yeah, I refused to pick it up. Refused to pick it up.
And I wasn't picking up any of them either. Like, they lived there for weeks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, good memories. Good memories.
What'd you
Uh,
think of the, like, overall story with... Alright, we had the Flag Smashers. They
mhm.
were trying to break borders more the way things were pre everybody coming back.
During the blip, yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think of them for the story?
Mm, they were necessary. Eh, is that the word I want to use? No, they were forced into their role. During the monologue that Sam did, the governments are displacing these people that found new homes for 5 years after half the people got dusted. And you can't just ignore that. And these guys were being refugees and being displaced. And You corner somebody that much, they're going to lash out.
Yeah.
I think they did a good job incorporating the Flag Smasher. Like, that's an actual villain, right? But instead,
Hmm.
it's a group, right? Morgenthau is the name of the Flag Smasher in the Marvel comics, and I think they did a good job kind of transitioning that. So,
Yeah.
I liked Baron Zemo. Like, Daniel Bruhl, like, I don't know, he's perfect for that role.
Oh, dude, and I know it was very fan servicey, but the one scene in like was it episode 4, I think, that he puts on the mask,
Yeah, yeah.
and he wrecks just a group of assassins. And that was beautiful. That was
Mm.
art to me.
I think Zemo's still gonna have a decent role in any future Marvel things because
Oh,
it
absolutely.
it showed that he still could influence things outside while still being on the raft. So I think like Zemo's a token, not token, staple villain in Marvel, and
Hmm.
if he comes back and he reprises that role, I'll watch it. He's just perfect for it.
I think the way they end the show with his butler killed all the super soldiers from the Flag Smashers.
Yep, yep.
And what's her name from Seinfeld came in.
Oh, yeah. What was the
Uh,
character's name?
is
Victoria?
it
No, Vicky.
Vicky? But she doesn't want to be called that. Was that it?
No, she doesn't want to be called Vic.
Well,
No, no, no. Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
oh, and
There you go.
Val. Val is what she doesn't want to be
Val
called.
was it? Yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep. I forgot about the Fontaine family, big family.
like having her come in the last 2 episodes and kind of just acknowledge what Zemo's done and just be like, oh, well, couldn't have gone better if I planned it myself. I mean, maybe I did.
I think she's working with Zemo. So she was supposed to be introduced in the Black Widow movie.
Which,
That
yeah,
character.
she will probably be in it, I imagine. I mean, I
No,
heard
she is in it. She was
she
supposed
is.
to be introduced in that movie first because Black Widow was supposed to
Oh,
come out first before this series. Yeah, so she got introduced here because of COVID, basically.
and because everyone's afraid to release a major motion picture on a streaming service.
Yeah, I mean, she's a femme fatale. She's one of those female spies. So,
And she's a complicated character in the comics. She's gone back and forth.
oh yeah.
Shield, Hydra. She was undercover, a double agent in Hydra for a while.
Mm.
But she's the kind of character that does terrible things for good reasons, I think.
Yeah, well, her own concept of right.
Yeah, and
She even said it in the series finale. She's like, "What's coming? We need better heroes or different heroes." I forgot what the exact line was, but
yeah, and I think what they're setting up is she's going to be creating the what are they? The Thunderbolts?
no, I was thinking West Coast Avengers.
No, I was thinking because US agent who Walker becomes at the end of the show, like the big team he headed up was the Thunderbolts, which I think was originally created by Thunderbolt Ross, like Red Hulk and the enemy of Bruce Banner and the Hulk.
Yeah, did he lead that team?
At least at a time.
Hmm. No, the reason why I say West Coast Avengers is because the White Vision got introduced, U.S. Agent got introduced, and they're big um, components of that team. Hawkeye leads that one, I think.
I'd go more with the Thunderbolts because I believe the Thunderbolts was like government controlled, kind of sketchy Avengers.
Mm-hmm. And Zemo was part of it as well,
Yes,
so it could go in that
he
direction.
led the
Yeah,
team for a time as well. So,
yeah, yeah. It can go either way.
mm. What'd you think of Sharon Carter, Emily Van Camp. Is that her name?
Yeah, yeah,
Or Van
being the
Camp?
power broker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She comes out as like a big bad in the show.
yeah. I mean, after like episode 3, everybody was kind of guessing that she would be the power broker.
Yeah.
Um, I think it sets up for future big bads for future movies. I think I kind of see them setting up like an Armor Wars. I know Iron Man's dead,
No,
but
actually, I think Armor Wars is on the docket.
is it?
Yeah, so I totally see her as a major component of that. That she could be part of the reason all this technology is leaking out to other people.
Oh, Armor Wars is on the docket. It's they're doing a television series with it.
Yeah, so I could see her being the big bad at that one.
I love it. I love Armor Wars. That was a yeah, well, I think so they're doing yeah, War Machine instead of Iron Man is going to be the top guy and no, I think she's going to be amassing arms
Yeah.
and since super soldiers are off the menu, like the next big thing is power suits,
Yeah.
right? So, I am looking forward to that.
Yeah, actually, I'd love to see that if she's like the kind of behind the scenes big bad of that one.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. She's the one giving people these power armors and making it. Yeah, love to see that.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, Sharon Carter, I mean, she's had such a limited role in the MCU right now,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but she always delivers a game. I've never seen a scene with her where I was not blown away.
Yeah, and the government did do her dirty after stealing the Falcon armor and the
And the
shield.
shield, yeah.
And yep, yeah, they pretty much like exiled her. So she just wants to get back at them,
Yeah, which
and
screw
it's
them.
a good motivation.
Yeah. Like, screw the US government on that one. Like, oh, we'll forgive everybody else, but not you.
Yeah, yeah. Huh. I am looking forward to Armor Wars. Shit.
I mean, this show set up a lot going forward in the MCU in terms of like, all right, we have the Armor Wars concepts. We have Zemo being a reoccurring villain. We don't really have
Mm-hmm.
any reoccurring villains, or hadn't until recently. Seems like we're going to get a lot more of that.
No. Well, I think the format changed. With the TV series, you could definitely have a lot more reoccurring villains. But in a movie franchise, it's kind of hard to do that,
Yeah.
don't you think?
So now we have Sharon, we have Zemo, we have Agatha Harkness.
Mm-hmm.
I know we have like one or two other people that could pop up like as like a side character. We have White Vision.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in the works, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see how Marvel's going to gel them all together.
What was your before we wrap up on the series as a whole, like what was your take off of Falcon Captain America's Sam's Captain America's suit?
His actual Wakandan wings, you mean? Like the
Yeah, like
last
his
episode?
actual Captain America suit.
Hmm. It's very um uh what is it? Truthful to the comic version.
Yeah.
It's kind of right off the screen. And look, Sam's not a super soldier. He has Wakandan slash like Iron Man level tech that makes him a superhero. And it's a different style of fighting as well. The technology's there.
Which I think they did a great job showing as well.
Mm-hmm. I love the part where Walker couldn't save the iron car from falling off,
Mhm.
but then Sam comes in and like saves it. So it kind of shows that you don't have to be a super soldier to be a superhero, kind of a thing. I like that ideology.
Yeah, and showing him fight against the super soldiers, he was very maneuverable. Like he wasn't going punch for punch with people. he was trying to bounce around more and avoid hits.
Yeah. Well, you can't, he couldn't go toe to toe strength for
Yeah.
strength. That wasn't possible. But I liked how when he was fighting Carly, like the wings, he dug them into the ground to like take her impact, and like he's using what he
Yeah.
has to fight these super soldiers. And he's gonna be a good Captain America,
Yeah.
I think.
I think his overall demeanor as Captain America was great. The costume caught me off guard at first. Um, One thing stood out to me, but I think you mentioned this to me or somebody else did. When he first flies in through a window in his reveal, his neck looked very bulky to me in the costume. But then,
Yeah, because he has those two things on his shoulders. I could see that.
oh no, oh, what somebody pointed out to me was later in the episode, it seemed slimmer on his neck.
Oh, so it was actually his neck you're talking about?
No, what somebody pointed to me that it was probably wires from him busting in the window. And they did that shot, wires were connected to the back of his neck, making his neck look bigger.
Ah, so it was just I don't know. Like I liked it. I was afraid, like other people on the internet,
Yeah.
that they weren't going to reveal the Captain America suit until like the end of the series, like a glimpse at the end. But I'm very glad that we saw the suit in action.
Yeah. And when it came to the end of episode 5, I was pretty much convinced that's what they were doing. It was going to be his new Captain America suit with the new wings.
Yeah, yeah. Mm. Well, now we have a lot of new characters. These TV series are just throwing characters left and right to us.
Yeah, there's
And
the new potential Falcon. Blanking on his name at the moment.
oh, what's his name? Yeah. Actually, I think in the comics he did take over. Danny Ramirez.
Yeah, he does
Yeah.
take it over, but he was like genetically modified and actually was a bird person kind of thing.
Ah, yes, yes, we did talk about this already. Yeah, yeah. It was I mean, that's the next Falcon. There's a lot going on. Kind of have to wrap your head around a lot of different things now.
Yeah, I feel like we could talk about this like for days.
Yeah, we can. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing a West Coast Avengers or even Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts is more, yeah. One of those could be.
Like,
I still want Avengers versus X-Men.
look, we're getting Loki and we're getting Hawkeye up next. Like, I'm super pumped to see what they do with those.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Loki's gonna be. So, did you see the new trailer for Loki?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So it looks like he's working with an agency.
Yeah, it's the Time Bureau.
Yeah, the Time Bureau. Yeah, he's working with some type of agency to, I don't know, either fix things or make things worse.
Yeah, no, in theory he should be correcting the timeline. And one thought
I don't think he's gonna correct the
Oh
timeline.
yeah, no, it's Loki. I mean, come on. They show so many scenes of like at one point it kind of looks like he takes over in a post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
leave Loki alone with a dimension hopping time machine. That's what he's going to do.
Oh, shit's gonna go bad.
Yeah.
Shit's gonna go real bad, and I am all for it.
Like at one point he becomes what is it? DB Cooper?
Yeah, well, that was the first teaser that they showed
Yeah.
us, right? He becomes DB Cooper, and that's why he disappears, because it's Loki.
Yep. Like and then I think Hawkeye will be a little more grounded like Falcon and the Winter Soldier and build to the lore of like, hey, what's just going on in our actual world?
Is Hawkeye it's after Endgame, right?
Yes.
It's kind of on the same timeline as, Winter Falcon Soldier. Falcon Soldier. Wow. Okay.
Captain and the Winter Soldier.
I wanna
Falcon
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
Winter
yeah.
Soldier.
We are both doing
In
Great
fairness
day.
for me, they end the show calling it Captain and the Winter Soldier. Or Captain America
Yeah,
and the Winter
Captain
Soldier.
America and different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I want to see how they deal with Hawkeye's Ronin days.
yeah, I think this is gonna happen on the same timeline, but I'm not sure. So I'm really interested to see what they do with it.
Mm. Yeah, I really want to see what he does with what he did when he was Ronin,
Yeah.
because he was fucking badass. He was grieving and he was killing a lot of people, but he was fucking
And I
badass.
could see them doing some like flashbacks of during that time because he should be still coming to terms of with the things that he did.
Mm. Haley Seinfeld is supposed to be the next Hawkeye, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think part of the series is Hawkeye training the next Hawkeye.
And I think what it's eventually leading into is, of course, the Young Avengers.
Oh yeah,
Though they won't call them the Young Avengers because, you know, that's silly. But just the next generation of people who will slowly take up these mantles.
mm. Yeah, Young Avengers with I wonder if they're actually gonna go with Miss America and what was the other one?
Miss America.
Yeah, it's a new Marvel character.
I'm not familiar.
Fairly new.
I'm gonna have to look this
Yeah,
one up.
no, she came out in 2011, so she's. I mean, she's
Are
new
you
in
talking about
She's
Ms. Marvel?
no Miss America.
Interesting. I know about Ms. Marvel,
Yeah,
the young
no,
girl
Miss
that
America.
takes over Captain Marvel's old name.
Yeah, no, not her.
Interesting.
Yeah, look her up. She's her name is America Chavez, and yeah, she's part of the Young Avengers now.
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah, she's. I mean, she was conceptualized in 2011, so in the MCU history, fairly new.
All right, cool. I'll check her
Yeah,
out.
Young Avengers would be pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, any other new things to look forward to?
No, I knew this episode was going to be a little long with the two topics, so I actually purposely didn't look up anything else.
Nah, I kind of did the same.
Because, you and me, we could talk about a off subject for like 50 minutes.
Oh yeah,
So
you want to talk
I
to me
just
about
did
all
it.
the spring and summer anime right now? We'll go for another 2 hours, but maybe I'll save that for another time.
Exactly. Um, yeah, I right now, I have nothing on my radar. Next week, different story. Well, we'll see.
Oh, we'll see what happens. But final thoughts on Falcon and Winter Soldier. Overall rating?
Oh, we're actually doing ratings now?
I
All
mean, we
right.
can if we feel like it. You could just call it garbage or good.
I give it hold up. You go first.
I think really good. I give it like a plus. I'm not sure exactly what plus though. I don't think it's an A plus, but A plus. Sorry, A minus B plus, maybe in that range.
Okay, I was gonna try to go with some like clever scale, like BAC or something, because drinks are our thing,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, maybe we'll think about that later. I give it 8.5 shots.
Sure, 8.5 shots out of 10. Get wasted on Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Get wasted.
Oh, but it was a
Yeah,
good
I'm
show
into it.
overall. I definitely suggest, anybody should watch it.
Watching it? Absolutely.
Hell, this show got my girlfriend into the Marvel Universe who had never watched anything else before, so.
You did mention that, and she like started asking you a billion questions about all these other characters
Yeah, I
and
had to
stuff.
I kind of had to rewatch like every episode.
She's going down the rabbit hole.
Yep.
Oh,
We're up to
yeah.
the original Avengers now, is what she's currently on.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, at least she doesn't call on me to watch every movie with her. So,
I would love to do a Marvel marathon from Iron Man 1 all the way to Endgame. Just do nothing else but watch the movies.
that's what I did during lockdown.
Yeah, we don't have the time anymore. I should have done that during lockdown. Chance missed.
Yep. All right, buddy. Well, we
Uh,
calling it at this.
all right. Yeah, I think we'll call it there. Yeah.
All right, so,
So,
Jinx.
you go first. Go first.
All right, so I suppose we're finding us in places. Where are we finding us? It's at the Nerd Vector. Most places.
At the Nerd Vector on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Nerd Vector on Spotify, Google. I will be uploading to Apple Podcasts soon. It's the Nerd Vector on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't plug this last time, but join us on Discord.
Yeah.
I've been keeping it on, and if you want to just talk to us on Discord, it is the Nerd Vector on Discord. So,
And we have a few friends.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know how we got all the names.
that was a long spent night by me.
we got all the names, but yeah.
But I'm also at
I think
the Nerd Virus on Instagram. Not a lot posted there. But I'm trying to be more active in social media. So we'll see what happens. I think I have a few things to post here and there.
Yeah, but join us. Follow us on Twitter. I'll be posting whenever the episodes go live. We are in the plans of starting another podcast with Tasty and Fanatic Panda on Mondays.
Yep.
And they're going to be talking primarily on anime, I think. Anime and gaming.
Yeah,
So.
and we'll have a lot to do, and we have a lot of games kind of pseudo-planning to play with those guys as well, so...
We'll see. We have a few things going on.
Yeah. All right, buddy.
But thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Peace out.
You have my keys?